You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we gonna have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips. I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
It's pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a
part,
good
you
point.
know? I'm a little upset that you think that's so funny.
Why?
Because I don't know how to do this podcast unless we look into each other's eyes.
It's just the fucking generation jacking themselves up.
It's easy to hate something that's really
But
good.
everyone listening is cool, and all of the cool people are going to that show.
You should do. This is a positive podcast. That's what we're going for.
Yeah,
we're
that was like the difference.
People are gonna be like listening to this and like, it's so fucking happy.
Is the feel good movie review.
Eventually going to put out a CD just of Mike
Of me singing random songs.
Yeah, it's got a little tingly.
You got a little tingly?
Feel good. Right there.
Guys,
Turned down
I think,
for what?
I think that's turned down for Hug Life.
You're
You're
great.
great. You're great. You're
Oh,
great.
I must beat you. You're
You're
great.
great.
You're great.
You're great.
Hey, David, you're great.
I know.
You're great. David,
No,
you're really
yeah,
great.
Yeah, thanks.
You know you're great? You know how great you are?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
no, you're
You're
great.
great.
Whoa, let's start from the
You're really,
beginning.
really
You
great.
guys are great. Let's start from the beginning.
Yay!
Okay.
We always do it to see how long it takes the other person to say we're great.
Did it take me forever?
It took you a lot longer
A
than
lot
normal,
longer
but it
than-
was
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Once you got
Because
through
you know
your
what that
own
means?
bullshit.
It means you were really listening.
I do, but I listen
that what it
first with
means?
my heart rather than my head, you know? A lot of things you know.
That is beautiful.
A lot of
poetry.
things don't feel, a lot of people don't feel things. They're quick to speak on something they can't possibly understand.
But you always feel.
I have no choice. I am but man.
But man,
But man!
I prefer to call it an ass man. I don't know if I can cuss on the TV. So.
Oh, you can cuss on
Yeah,
this
on the
fucking
TV.
show.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Hi,
Our
Mom.
moms listen.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell my mom.
Pam Jack.
I have to
What's
teach
your mom's name?
Aurora. I have
Oh,
to. Yeah.
she totally wins the name game.
She does with
Uh,
a name game.
It's just because
Is
she's
she a
foreign.
princess?
Yeah, she's a princess. She's a saint.
Sleeping Beauty.
Saint Aurora Marie Leon.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, guys, so our guest today is David Leon.
Hello, hi.
Hi, welcome to the Hug Life podcast, everybody.
I'm Monica.
I'm Mike. We did it right that time. We usually reverse
did.
it.
Sorry.
I'm Monkel. And you're Minica.
Minica.
Gross.
Okay. Anyway.
I bumped the table. Okay. So we go. Let's plug our shows first. We just do this up top so we don't forget.
Okay.
And this whole weekend, I'm going to be in Victoria, British Columbia at Heckler's Comedy Club with Kermit Apio Friday and Saturday.
Wow.
That's where I'm at. Canadian comedy.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Friday, I will be in Lebanon, Oregon with Chris Moran.
Not the other Lebanon.
Nope. And then Saturday, I'm at Jai Tai doing the closing set for Comedy on Trial.
Woo!
And tomorrow, Thursday, I'm going to do the open mic at the Atlas Theater. And actually, Mike and I are
I'm
going
gonna
to
do
go.
it too.
And
I remember that.
we're going to I normally don't plug an open mic.
They
But
run a good open mic though, Alex. And,
Alex, yeah.
have you done the open mic?
No, I'm yet to do it. I have a lot of friends, a lot of feedback, and he's from Milwaukee. Us
I get a
Wisconsin
lot of-
cats
well,
know
he's-
each other. So
He's like, that's the space that we're doing the midnight show in, which David was on the
I
first
was,
midnight
I
It's
show.
was.
a super
Crushed
secret
it.
show. Don't tell anybody, but tell everyone.
Super secret
okay,
stand-up show.
Tell everyone, but don't.
But we're going to do the open mic and we're
Wow.
going to sell tickets if you guys want to buy them in advance because last time it got real full. So we figure if you buy them early, it's only $5.
Yeah.
At the open mic, then we'll sell them to you,
So
and then you're guaranteed a spot.
Boom. Awesome.
What up? And
David,
that
where-
show's on March 6th.
David, where are you going to be at?
so Wednesday. By the time this comes out, so like
Day this comes out.
what is it? The 25th, I believe.
It'll be the 25th, yeah.
The Columbia City, the historic Columbia City Theater
What?
in the Columbia City area of Seattle, Washington.
That's a really cool theater.
Yeah, it's a wonderful. There's a lot of history in it too that that I don't really care about, but it has it.
I agree with you.
I'm totally kidding. It has it there though. And then a couple weeks, probably a couple weeks from this week, I'll be in Portland at Al's Den, along with should I plug the fundraiser thing? Right
Yeah,
now?
sure.
Yeah, Monica and I actually have a show that we're doing. It's a fundraiser for the YMCA at the Comedy Underground, the 2 Wednesdays from this upcoming Wednesday. So the 11th, correct?
One
Yeah.
of those. One of those
11th or
numbers.
12th, I believe, of March.
Yeah, at the Comedy Underground.
Boom.
Funny
Yeah.
stuff.
That was some really good show plugs. That was really productive.
Thank you. We did it right away, too. That's pretty
You
good for
guys
us.
are really good at it. We usually go off tangents.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
That's
we'll
how
do
these
that.
things happen.
We'll do that later. Don't forget to rate and review the show on iTunes and subscribe to it. We're also on Stitcher for everyone. And I guess I didn't know this, but because we're apps on Stitcher, like all the other podcast apps on Android phones feed off Stitcher, so you can get our podcast now on anything pretty much.
Yay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So check it out on that. Check out the Facebook page. And then follow us on Twitter. I'm at Coletta.
I'm at Monica Nevi.
And what are you at, David?
At David Zoleon, but it's spelled Zoe. And it's not pronounced Zoe, but go ahead and feel free to pronounce David Zoe Leon.
Do whatever you want.
It emasculates me, and that's fine if that's what you get off on.
Is that your middle name?
Yeah,
Zo?
so it's pronounced, my name pronounced, it's Spanish, so it's David Zoe Leon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or in English, it's David Zoe Leon.
Or David Zoli. This is a disappointment in your voice.
No, it's cool. It's fine. It's who I am.
I want to ask you,
Never mind.
okay, so you're from Wisconsin. You were born in Wisconsin?
Uh-huh. I was actually born in Chicago, Illinois, and I lived there. I lived in Chicago until I was about 12, and then I moved to Wisconsin with my family.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where did you live at in Wisconsin?
Oh, golly. We lived in the luxurious Turtle Lake.
Turtle Lake?
Yeah.
Turtle Lake.
Yeah.
Why is it called that? Are there turtles in the lake, or is it shaped like a turtle?
I mean, no, there's turtles.
That's the only reasons
Those
why.
are the only two reasons that it could be called Turtle Lake.
It's turtles that choose to leave the lake and die. Basically, it's just I've never seen a turtle. I mean, there's
Turtle suicide?
It is turtle suicide to leave the lake because they want something beyond Turtle Lake, and I don't blame them because all Turtle Lake has to offer is a little bar, a little shit bar and inn. Fun drama.
So are
ice
you
fishing tournaments.
are you
So
the
it's
turtle in this story? Are you the turtle?
I'm the one turtle who's made it across the road. So made it out of the lake.
Why did the turtle cross
past the
road?
inn, which is already ballsy, and
was
then
it
across
like
the road.
Was it like Frogger? You're gonna get across?
Yeah,
You
but
get
it takes
logs really fast.
forever. Like a 56K dial-up Frogger.
Luckily, no one's driving.
So Turtle
Yeah.
Lake's a small town.
Very small. It's basically like a little lake community. It's nice. It's peaceful and whatnot. But yeah, I lived there, and I went to high school in a little town over called Whitewater. They are not. I mean, they're not anything at all. It's a shitty little small college
Whitewater
town.
is small too.
It's said that the inspiration for the movie Animal House came out of that film. I guess in John Belushi, right?
Yeah, John Belushi.
Yeah, John Belushi went to school there at one point, and some of the character that he created, the inspiration that he brought into the film Animal House came from his experience at UW Whitewater, Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin, Whitewater.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what are those like close to? What's the nearest big city close to those?
Oh man.
Anything?
Like it was a trick question.
No,
It's
there's
45 minutes, close enough.
Yeah, that's close.
Because that's where I started comedy in Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh, Madison.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
I'd
it's a
say
bigger-
north of there, like Madison,
So how
Wisconsin.
quick did you, when you graduated high school or what, did you immediately leave Turtle Lake?
Oh, immediately.
Immediately? Just
Yeah.
go to Madison immediately?
Yeah, well, actually, I went to a different lake. I went to Whitewater Lake because
Whoa!
I had a lake house with some naughty friends.
You're a lake man.
No.
I was a
Naughty
lakeman. I
friends.
was. I had a lot
naughty
of
turtles.
Yeah, other little naughty turtles that slowly made it out of their lake community as well. And so,
Interesting.
yeah, we had a little lake house, and
So
that
Whole
was
Go
little
to this
club.
lake.
There's a
It
whole
was-
little lake club.
It kind of was a club because like every other week we would have theme parties, like regardless of like whether it was summer or winter, it didn't matter.
I was
Theme
going to say,
parties are the best.
I've been to
Yeah.
some parties to your house, and you have theme parties. Like, you had the Selena party that
Oh,
I
the
thoroughly
Selena.
enjoyed.
Well, it was the Day of the Dead / Selena Remembrance Fiesta, and
a
it was
great party.
crazy. I'm 28 years old, and a lot of the people I've been friends with have been around that age or younger. But the younger cats were just kind of, when they would not know who Selena was, save Ave Saint Selena, like I pray for you up in heaven, of course, every day. But like the younger cats who didn't know who it was, and then like when they would finally it'd click in their head, they'd be like, "Oh, like Jennifer Lopez from that movie." Like it was hard, not to admit that I died. Kind of like I did a prayer for them. I'd be like, "Excuse me for a moment," and go to the bathroom, pull out the rosary. I haven't done that in years. I don't even believe in that space magic, really.
Get your space magic out of it. I'm curious. Okay, this is the thing. I have a thing because I grew up kind of near a lake too, and I think you have lake experiences.
Yeah.
Like Lake Washington.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about going to a high school and being on a lake that just go together so
Fuck
No, it's
nicely.
yeah.
perfect.
It's amazing, right?
I love the lake.
super nostalgic because my hometown is not that like far from here. Where I grew up in high school and the lake and stuff, and I drive by it and I like get all these feelings. It's tough.
It's a little pocket of almost freedom. It felt like because whether it be or when it was a summer night, especially because the lake was just kind of like sitting there like, all right, I'm just going to chill here till you little underage cats get drink and decided to get naked.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Always
we can all go
naked.
skinny dipping.
Yes.
Because that's like vital to summer. That's how you know summer has come, that you just skinny dip. And
Dude, did it in
Never
December.
skinny dipped.
really, that's...
I've never skinny dipped. I
What?
feel like I've left out a lot.
We
of these.
should. We need to go.
yeah.
Like
Just
we
right
really
now?
need to go.
Yeah, we'll see
I mean,
you
it's
guys
a little
later.
chilly willy right now, but maybe when it starts
I'll
getting
go.
warmer.
Yeah, I will.
Guys, Green Lake's just down the street.
I literally did
Yeah.
skinny dip right after it snowed here once.
That's fun.
What?
I did a lot of skinny dipping in my day.
You know how skinny dipping in your day?
Mm-hmm.
You should put that on your Twitter bio.
I will.
And,
Skinny dipper, comedian, friend, Monica Nevi.
There was a lake in Madison,
life.
or a little park in Madison, Wisconsin called B.B. Clark, and it became, for a while, it just felt like this weird moonlight cult because, like, everyone, the bars would get done around like 2 a.m, so the group of friends you're with was like, let's go skinny dipping at B.B. Clark, and then we would get there, and we'd run into seriously different groups of friends that like we
Also
would have
there's
been, yeah, that like I would kind of know one cat and somebody I was with would know the other crew, and then we'd all meet up in the water at this specifically this little raft that had a diving board we'd go jump off of all the time. But it was funny because we'd all be like meeting up on that diving board just naked. Like I would meet up with the best was I would meet up with other Madison comics and some of the staff from like the comedy club there, and they'd be like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I'm part of the cult, baby." Like,
What do you think?
We all skinny dip.
I don't know if you need to ask if everyone's just standing naked on the dock. What
Yeah,
are
what-
you doing here? Yeah, just having a picnic.
But you should answer that question for yourself first before asking me. Like,
Dude, I want to. Okay, so it seems to me that skinny dipping, there's nothing really sexual about it.
No.
It's communal. That's
No,
what
yeah.
it is.
it's
It's
just going
fun.
back to the earth, kind
Dude,
of, where you
naked
belong.
backflips, best thing ever.
Best thing you've ever done?
Oh yeah.
I'm not good at diving. I always hit my dingler like really hard on the tip of the water. I don't know if I can swear. Well, I don't know if I can cuss on your podcast.
can say whatever you want.
No, if
But
you
Dingler is
can't,
funnier
you
than
can't
any
cuss.
swear
I
word.
was gonna say
Dingler is
you
way
cannot
better.
cuss if
Just
it's gonna keep
me.
you
If
saying things like that. Done.
If you said, I busted my cock, I'd be like, that's a little aggressive. But
Yeah.
Dingler makes it sound fun.
And he's on the
great.
on the tip of the water. What does that even mean?
Busted my dingler. That might be the name of this podcast.
But yeah,
I'm not entirely
ooh.
sure. We vote for it. As we go along, we figure out what the name is going to be. So busted my dingler is up there.
I like it. Yeah,
Or just busted dingler.
No, yeah, backflips off the diving board.
that sounds
It's
fun.
amazing.
Dude, I never did that. I
I did it last summer at Madison.
At Madison?
Madison
It's
Park.
nice that night because it's romantic. You have the only light beaming in down is the moon, and it's cool. And I like feeling afraid. Like I like that the water is dark and you don't
Sit
know
on
how
the
deep
lifeguard
it is.
tower
It's
naked.
really, yeah, it's really
You sat in
interesting.
the lifeguard tower naked?
Yeah, being
Monica, you're
naked.
crazy.
Well, being naked outside is just the best. I had a very adventurous girlfriend who was really into outside, like having sex outside, and like it brought me wonderful places. Like at one point, it did though.
Please tell me more. Where did you go?
Well,
How
let's
quaint
see.
you're telling the story about fucking outside. Like this.
The most
Excuse
historic
me.
place we had sex was so there was this governor. Still to this day, the governor of Madison, Wisconsin. His name is Scott Walker, and he's a real heel. Not a big
yeah.
fan, but at one point, he was
yeah.
in the midst of protests in Madison, Wisconsin. I lived very close to downtown when those protests happened, and it was crazy because
This is about teachers' unions, right?
it was about all unions.
Oh, yeah, he was
because
getting rid of all unions,
He was,
that's right.
the whole plan was like to privatize the public sector of work, almost kind of thing. So it wasn't just all of Wisconsin; it was like the whole country coming together in Madison, Wisconsin, to have their voice be heard. And I remember one of those nights. Like after the protests and after like a cocaine binge, I was with some friends. We were just kind of walking, and she was like, "Fuck me on the Capitol steps," and I said, "Yes, of course." And it was nice.
It was nice.
It was
I
nice.
was even like,
Patriotic?
This is
I mean, the
beautiful.
relationship was kind of new.
Democracy.
Well,
at the
how did
time,
you feel
and-
before and after about unions? Like that seems.
I
Did that change
understood-
your opinion
I
of
understand my
unions?
father's opinion after I came, but like, shortly after. I mean, not like in the middle of it, like, oh yeah, my dad's right. No, I'm
You
like,
said-
first come. Okay,
gotta go
now
tell
my
him.
dad's right.
I
Yeah,
get it.
But no, I definitely am a very strong supporter of it. I understand. People are very, especially in the Midwest, people, when it comes to resources, there's, the coastal areas have the coast and whatnot. In the Midwest, we just have people, and I think that's very important. It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was nice.
Do you know what? We brought the fucking on the Capitol steps around to something
Something
very,
very
Something
political,
very
right?
beautiful.
very nice message. I love that.
Really hard-working
Dude,
Midwest
you're making
people.
me want to go to I want to go in a van to Madison, Wisconsin with you and just tour around your childhood right now.
Yeah.
That's what I wanna
Or you
do.
could just take us to all the places that you had sex with this girl.
Done. I mean, that's already
That's a day tour.
Yeah. We can do like a day and then an after hours tour.
Oh,
Which, yeah. With the after hours, of course, it'll cost you, but you'll learn more of the history about the city.
we got the real tour.
So we hit the historic.
Yeah, like the real history.
David's historic I boned here tour.
Even
Yes.
like I go every year for the holidays and whatnot, and to see my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, and whatnot. And it's always, even the most recent time that I went with some friends, it was just we were driving down heading to the downtown area from like the north area of Madison downtown. And I'm just like, oh, I had sex there. I bought coke there. I partied. Oh, I had sex there. Oh, I went home with a girl there. Like it's just really this fun like where I had sex like walking tour. It's nice. It's very nostalgic.
Dude,
you
I
know?
would go on
Sounds
that
fun.
tour.
It's good. It
I would,
reminds me
yeah.
of all the good stuff. You don't, all the
Good,
negativity.
sex
Yeah.
and cocaine, the good stuff.
Yeah, like
I feel
fun
like- I
stuff.
feel like the Where I Had Sex Walking Tour could be a title of this podcast.
Sex, walking tour.
Yeah, you're getting hella titles tonight.
I am. No, that just sounds so nice.
Dingler.
I get I don't know. I just
I
get
do really like that word.
You like Dingler?
Oh, Busted Dingler's definitely still in the first place.
I gotta get that tattooed in Old English on my back now.
Busted Dingler?
Dad, what does the Dingler mean? You watch your mouth, like.
You don't know what Dingler means.
Bring me another hot
Maybe,
pocket.
like, if you want to know that story, we got to go on a walking tour. I don't know.
Bring your coat.
We're going to go way back. Okay, that was a 12-hour tour to explain that one word. Yep. And that was only part one. That wasn't even the after hours
Do you
tour.
get it
Now,
now?
how do you feel about unions now?
He's just like the Midwest only has people. I don't know.
People are the resource.
Thank you. You guys understand it.
I'm getting
Yeah,
it
I'm
now.
totally into it now.
That's awesome.
So I also want to talk to you about this because you put on something that I think is really cool. You put on house shows.
Yeah.
Which I think is a cool thing in comedy that doesn't happen that often, and you guys are making happen more often. And I wanted to talk to you about that.
Okay.
Because you do it at people's garages, you do it in basements, you've done it everywhere.
Basements, yeah.
Just like sex, you've done it
Well,
everywhere.
Yeah, kind of. One thing that was very new to me since moving, I've been living in Seattle for the last 2 years, but I've been going to and performing at a lot of like punk houses in Seattle, which that was like a brand new concept to me down in like Capitol Hill and Georgetown.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of that was just really exciting. I like it. It's just when you're younger and whatnot, and you would go to just like even just parties, like drinking parties or bands and like basements. It was all the people that you knew. It was all like almost a weird little camaraderie that you're all like we're all being naughty together kind of thing, But it's like this kind of like mutual like experience everyone was sharing. It was very nice and intimate, and I like to be able to kind of capture that. But it's different. It's like, oh well, we're adults now, but we know like how to, we still know how to have fun. We do, and I always like that. It's just it always feels a lot easier to be performing at a little divey bar in someone's basement than like a club or or a theater. Sometimes
Do you open for bands sometimes too? Is that what you guys do? Or
yeah, sometimes we open for just like punk bands and whatnot. So it'll just be like a couple comics and then like 3 or 4 punk bands and whatnot. And it's fun. It's really cool.
Yeah.
That's
The
cool.
reception's always very exciting because the difficulty when I first started comedy, there wasn't a lot of places to perform, so you'd have to find bars and mostly open up for like bands. And what you find is that the crowd there is being drawn by the music specifically. No one's there really anticipating comedy, so that's difficult. Like when you just get a crowd of people who are just like, I want to see my band. Like, shut up. Like, they're just waiting for your
like, wait,
bullshit.
this is funny.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a challenge. So that's and I like, I really like those kinds of challenges. It's fun. It really, you learn a lot about yourself, like being pushed into something, being pressured into something that's very uncertain.
It's getting so philosophical in here. It's great.
first we're talking about the communal wonders of skinny dipping, and now we're like talking about getting in front of people that don't want comedy
Don't
and
give a
making
fuck.
them love
We're
you.
doing this anyways.
Dude, I love everything about that, though. I feel like that's like, because, I think you have to have, like, as a comic, you have to go up in all the different kinds of shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't just do one. Because we all know we've seen people who only do just one kind of show.
Yeah.
Like, and
Right.
you watch their dreams get crushed at a different kind of show.
Yeah, exactly. And it is a different feeling, though. You're right. Like, performing at a club, it feels good, whatever, but in a different way than,
But
like,
it's like
being
you're-
in an intimate room when you're like, oh, these people totally fucking get me.
Yeah.
Like, they're, like, on my team now. You know what I mean? Like, it's, like, a different kind of good feeling. It's all good.
No,
Different
yeah.
kind.
Different kinds of good vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard not to feel like in a professional atmosphere to be like, well, I just clocked into work, kind of, so I need to keep everything at a certain specific level. Like, I have to maintain this for a weekend, kind of thing. Whereas, it's just how loose it is and how easy it is to get personal, like with people who you're not even really on the stage for most of those shows. You're in the same basement on the same floor as everyone else. One show I did at a punk house in Georgetown, it was just in the living room for a birthday party, and it was like some of the most fun after, or the most fun, like the whole time. Like the comedy was very widely receptive, which is a really nice thing because, like, a lot of these fans, a lot of these people are fans of punk rock music or just fans of music in general, that that idea that they're not against the idea of stand-up comedy, they're just not used to it. It's not something that's like, I don't normally watch it, or I'm not a fan of such, but then when they're in the midst of it and it's entertaining for them, like, it's really exciting to get that feedback or to see them really kind of involved with it. So
and then you're creating people who now like stand-up, you know what I mean? Like, that's an awesome thing.
Yeah, I really also don't feel like people don't like stand-up. I think you said it best, where it's like people just aren't used to it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you get a lot more. Like, it's not like, I hate stand-up comedy. It's, I've never been to a stand-up show before.
Or they've been to one and
it
was a bad experience.
Oh, yeah, that's common too.
But
that's always a buzzkill because that doesn't speak for comedy as an art form.
not
It
at
speaks
all.
about a very specific.
It's disappointing. One,
it
because they had a
is,
bad
yeah.
time. Sorry that you had a bad time.
Yeah.
But then
Right.
I'm also sorry that you
What
think
is-
that about everyone else.
I want to say there was a woman at a show this weekend I did that said that her last comedy show was in 1992,
Whoa.
and then she came, and I was like, dude, that's a long time.
And did she like it?
No, oh yeah, she liked it a lot, but
Good.
I'm like, that was a long time.
That is a long time.
To go from Seinfeld to Mike Coletta could be a little difficult.
It's quite a downgrade you got going on there.
She's like, still shitty. No.
Oh, still bad.
This
Okay.
is the reason I didn't
I'm
go.
going to go to a movie theater. But yeah, I'm just okay. I want to go on this because this is important. We're not doing sometimes we do segments where it's like good news.
Yeah.
Good news stories. I don't have a good news segment today because I have a fucking segment today.
You have a segment?
Like something it's related to what you sent me, and it's what I have done a little research on by some people telling me about these things that I didn't know about. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what Monica sent to me, which I really like, and it was just a post that said, "Hugs help your heart."
Yes.
And
The reason I thought this was great is that I got this email at work. Like, they were just like, here's your monthly health thing or whatever that they're supposed to fucking send us, and that was it. It's like, that's your plan? Like, oh man, our employees are really getting sick a lot. Let's just have them hug each other. I think that's gonna really fix everything.
so this is the thing: a warm hug can lift your mood and relieve stress. But did you know that hugs, laughter, and warm fuzzies can also help lower blood pressure and protect your heart? Like, it's medical.
What?
How did they test that?
I have no
I
idea.
know that
They
I
don't
sent
say
you this,
that.
but still.
I feel like a lot of the studies just pop out of nowhere and they get away with that shit. You know, like handshakes, how they can like protect your colon. You know, like it's nothing. There's no
It's a special
sound.
kind of handshake.
There's no sound research behind it. It just sounds right. Like, yeah, I can see that being good for my heart, like kind of thing.
Well,
you
but
know?
I wouldn't say that it's gonna hurt your heart. So whatever.
Yeah,
It's
let alone
good.
help it. Like, what's it gonna do?
Little huggaroos. Who cares?
Yeah, so it says there's 4 things they list here. The first one is hugging a loved one helps. It helps boost your brain, the heart, and other body systems. Research suggests that hugs can increase levels of oxytocin, a feel-good hormone,
Oh, that makes sense.
obviously, and lower blood pressure. And it like helps that. And also, if you hug people and you spread love throughout your social network, it makes people change their diet and lifestyle. Okay. The third thing
You're so excited.
is paying attention to us. Laugh it up. Laughter and a sense of humor may help protect against heart attacks. Mental stress, anger, hostility may contribute to fat and cholesterol buildup in the coronary arteries that can lead to a heart attack. Laughter is good medicine, so find a funny movie or have a game night with family or friends. Or go skinny dipping in Turtle Lake.
Because
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
That is hilarious. Invite me along.
Or
laughter
listen to
can
the
be
Hug
had.
Life podcast. I think that's always good.
That's a long
option.
plug.
And then the last one it says is snuggling your pet. Snuggling a pet.
Aw.
Oh, god damn, yeah.
You get really excited.
Seriously,
Oh,
though,
fuck yes.
I've been trying to find
Snuggle
someone's
that
dog
dog.
for so long. I need a fucking dog to snuggle with. I do. It makes me feel so much better.
Don't you ever stop doggies on the street when you see them? Like people walking them and
Dude, I
stuff?
saw an adorable
Walk
dog
on the
today, and
street.
I was afraid to like go up to it. It was so
Oh, no,
adorable.
never be afraid.
It was a lady, and it was their husky. It was a purebred husky, and it had
baby.
blue eyes.
That's hot.
And I'm like, dude, that's a good-looking dog right
Yeah,
there.
girl.
That's a good hugging dog.
Old
That's
husky
a,
blue eyes.
that's a
over
good
there.
hugging dog.
That sexy bitch.
No!
Your laugh into a cup was amazing.
I
Just
almost
that-
choked and died because you said call the husky dog a sexy bitch.
well,
So yeah, I think this just made me really excited because I'm like, we have a show based on this, and it'll improve your health if you do that and listen to the show.
yeah.
It's
Maybe
the
it's a
name of the
stretch.
show.
Oh,
But,
you should hug each other while listening to the podcast.
That's
I
a
think
lot.
That's a great.
That's a lot of feel good energy going on. Right
you
there.
will take over the fucking world after
Why don't you
that.
guys host a hug-a-thon for charity?
That's a great
Shut
idea.
the fuck up.
It's
dude.
too
Did
late.
you see
It's out
there is
there.
some video? Wait, what?
Oh, the hug-a-thon idea was out there. Go on.
Oh, there's some video of the guy blindfolded, and he was just like holding his arms out like this, and people would come up and hug him.
That was nice. I do
It was
remember that.
interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I want to find this video now.
I saw it the other day.
It's just him on a street, and he's just holding his arms out, and he's getting hugs.
Yeah, and he's blindfolded, so he can't see. I don't know. It was something like,
Or someone just stabbed him in the chest.
I trust you,
Well,
you can trust me type of thing.
that's
What
what-
if someone just stabbed him in the chest?
Yeah, then
That's the risk you
that's-
have to take
yeah,
if
that's
you
the risk.
want
For
to
a good
hug
hug?
everyone on the street.
Can't stop
You
what's
can't
coming,
just throw
man.
yourself on people. I feel like if I was hugged by a person, that's not a big deal, as long as they smell okay. That's my big thing. That's my big
Yeah.
deterrent from hugs. I don't know about you guys, but you ever smell someone that's like, I want to give you a hug, and you're like, I'm doing this reluctantly.
It's like
I-
polar plunging, basically, but with your
What's a
nose.
polar plunge?
When you jump in the ice
Ice
cold water.
The
There
people
it
in
is.
Alaska did that shit. They had
Really?
polar bear clubs.
That's
what
just
they call
called
them.
swimming in
Old
Alaska.
saggy dudes. Rude. You guys
yeah, it
didn't see
was.
the eyes. You guys didn't see the eyes on the podcast. They were fierce from long.
Let alone feeling
Down
them.
it.
But yeah, it was a lot of old saggy dudes that were jumping in water together. Like this was their activity because they're in
They
their
have
60s.
white hair too.
Silver hair, as far as the eye can see.
Chest and back hair.
Silver fox.
Silver bears. Not foxes, just bears.
Oh, man.
Silver bears.
That
Silver
is the polar bear plunge there. I forget what I was saying before that. Very distracted by old men swimming.
Old men swimming, but not skinny dipping.
Wow.
They
You
all-
could just
I
go to
always
24-hour
remember-
fitness if you want
I
to
feel
see
like they were wearing really tight Speedos. It was almost worse. It would be better if they were just skinny dipping and just embraced it. I felt like.
that. Yeah. Hey, old dudes in Alaska, take them off.
Just
You know what I'm
embrace it,
saying?
bro.
Just
let it hang.
shed the Speedo.
Shit, just pretend it's a gym locker room and just go for it, like every old man does in a gym locker
You just
room.
won the game. They
I don't
get
think
that in
anybody
their
cares
mind.
at that point, you know? Old ladies don't care either.
Dude, they really don't give a fuck.
They're like, could you hand me my boob off the ground there? And look out
Like,
for my
I've
bush coming
earned this-
through.
I've lived through 6 wars.
I'm like, there's been 6? What?
I
There was
count-
3
I
like
count-
last year, dude.
I count
Like,
executive mandated acts of aggression. Okay.
I remember wars with what came out in Taco Bell. Like the last time that we were really at war. That's when the inception of the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Really?
Yeah. That was
was there
that was
Doritos
Iraq
Locos?
That was
2004?
Iraq. That was Iraq. Yeah.
01 Iraq? Oh, actually, 2002 is when it
There it
actually
is,
invaded, yeah. I remember watching that on TV. That
Me
was
too.
weird.
I did watch that.
And
It's
I'm
probably
like,
the best rated
Wait.
war that we've had
I mean,
today.
highest
like,
ratings,
yeah,
yeah.
Highest
yeah.
ratings?
Yeah, in terms of a war.
Well, I think that more people could.
It wasn't as popular as a
had
Crunch Wrap
access
Supreme,
to-
though.
yeah.
Have you had a Crunch Wrap Supreme? Those things are dangerous. They don't give a fuck.
I think all Taco Bell is pretty
There's
fucking
a Taco
dangerous.
Bell, like, up the street a little bit.
Don't say that.
I go a lot.
Oh
I
man.
go a lot.
For our listeners out there, you know
Oh,
what
that's a
you know what
poop
we're gonna do after the show.
Yeah, yeah,
For
exactly.
the listeners that we have out there.
meal. But yeah,
Crunchy, gooey, salty Mexican or whatever. I forget what all the
crunchy, gooey, salty Mexican.
Yeah, I forget the
Crunchy,
the
gooey,
adjectives.
salty
they-
Mexican?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Just
the thing.
one.
Crunchy, gooey, salty Mexican.
It's actually how I describe David.
Yeah. You're very close, only I'm not gooey. I'm Colombian.
Oh my gosh,
Thank
this feels
you.
like a hug, you guys. All right, this is what I'm excited about, and this is like the hugs leading into this is this
Puppies.
is the article title. Professional cuddlers embrace more clients.
Here comes another Madison-related story.
Embrace
Are you
more
ready?
clients.
ready
I
for it.
like that though.
I'm ready for this.
So right above the bar that I used to work at before I moved out here is actually the bar where I met all my closest friends in comedy that we all started writing together at the same bar. It's like off the Capitol. And we started an open mic to that. To this day, every Monday, there's an open mic at the Argus Bar and Grill in Madison, Wisconsin at 9 o'clock. Sign up. And
You want to get on there.
but right upstairs from there, there was a lot of controversial cuddle therapy, snuggle therapy place opened up. And it had
an actual place?
and this was a lot. This was ongoing almost throughout I believe last summer of Madison.
Were
I
there
could be
puppies?
wrong. There weren't puppies. There were man puppies though with long hair.
Polar bears.
No, men and women with long hair and like just the very.
Did you
nice,
work there?
No, I was living in Seattle at the time. This all went down after I moved away.
I think you could work there.
I got a lot
You
of.
have long hair.
I do have long hair and a lot to cuddle with. Like,
I think we should start one just right in my house.
but I guess like the
Own business.
It was crazy because it was a
I work from
constant-
home.
It was just like a constant struggle between the city and the ordinance or whatever, and I don't know like what kind of war they were fighting at that time, but they just went through so much. Like controversy, and all they did because people were like, "Oh, what a brothel opened up!" Like,
yeah.
like that's the mentality that like that old money would have, not to get too political, but like
The fucking hand motion to old
see
money
the hand
was
motion on the
old
podcast.
money.
But do it again.
Money,
They can feel it. They can
They
feel
can
it.
feel the
You guys
swag.
felt that finger.
Feel the sass. Okay, that's tight. But no, now that you bring that up, that a place like that was brought up and then shut down within the same.
They
like,
shut it
song.
down?
Well,
Yeah,
this article was posted January 8th, 2015.
Okay.
So it's kicking off, you guys, for $80 an hour or $400 for an overnight gig. The Kimberly Kilbride, the 33-year-old mother of 3, dons flannel pajama bottoms, puts away her family pictures and 2 pit bull mixed dogs, and invites clients into her bedroom in Highland, New York, to snuggle and spoon like all night. She'll just spoon you all night for $400.
Is it extra for the pit bulls?
Dude,
though?
is it-
I know. I was gonna say, why don't you?
Can we
have
get the
pit
kids
bulls?
involved? That sounded weird, but
No,
they're
it was
snugglers.
weird, Monica.
Sorry.
You know what's stupid right now, you guys?
I hate kids.
Monica.
You know what I want? You know why I want to burn this down right now, you guys?
What's
Is
up?
it freezing?
Because the website's locking me out of the article unless I log in. It's not letting me read the full story. It let me read it earlier. and
But
it's
I
not letting
want
They
me-
want you to
know.
online snuggle
But
before
I
you
read.
can read it.
Can you online?
I read
snuggle?
the article.
Yeah.
Can you
pretty
Skype in?
Yo, Kimberly. Kimberly.
Can you just snore into the microphone for me? I'll turn the fan on the computer.
Kimberly, just tell me what you're doing to my body snuggle-wise.
Make an intelligent
I'm
guess on what my
lightly
hair
putting
smells
my
like.
arm around your ribs.
What?
Interlocking my fingers into yours, and then I kiss the back of your
I
hand.
I can feel you breathing heavily. I don't
That's
know
my
if that's because
move.
you're excited or if you just have out of shape. I can't tell.
That's my move. Somebody puts their arm over me, I grab their hand and then kiss them.
Really? That is your move?
And then I hold it on my heart.
Is that what you do?
I'm pretty good.
You're a pretty good
Pretty good
cuddler?
little spoon.
Oh, really? I love these
Yeah,
little spoons.
I also like big spooning, and it's difficult with large men. I'm like, nope, you're staying down there.
You're just staying down there because
It's
you're
good.
not going to
Just holding
move.
your head against my chest. This is where you stay.
Dude, I love
I love-
holding.
I also
like
sleep alone
spooning.
all of the time. So
I'm going to say this, though. I can't fall asleep
Yeah.
while spooning.
no.
I have to be separated. I've never actually fallen asleep cuddling with someone.
It's
Never.
hard
I
because
did
you have
once,
to pass
and I was
out.
so disoriented when I woke up because I was like, someone's still on me? What the hell?
Well, the key really is to pass out before before the weight of the other partner falls on your arm. If you're big spoon, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah, you try to get it under the neck,
See,
so
yeah.
that there's less pressure on it. You know what I mean?
That is the hardest
but
part,
I've been
the upper
stuck
arm.
in like back territory trying to move north from there into neck, and it just didn't
I'm
work.
going to tell you
Yeah.
guys,
You get stuck.
you know that struggle you guys live with?
Sure.
That is Kimberly Kilbride's day job.
That's her
right there. That's
job.
intense, right?
Does
It's
she
like working
big
at a coal
spoon?
mine.
She's the
I
American.
would be. I want to get. Can we have her on the podcast? Because I
would
want to
love
know.
to have
I
Kimberly
would
Kilbride on
be
the
so
podcast.
interested in some of the stories that she has from like people. How many people actually try to have sex with her?
No, that's the
Or-
big thing. Is you got to put that
the
boner
accidental.
away.
The
If that
accidental.
boner, that's what they say. There's nothing sexual about it, and if that boner comes up, like that's why I think that's why she's most of the time big spoon, so you don't get any awkward poking.
How,
you know,
yeah, because accidental boner is
Boner.
How
are there.
snuggly is she? Is there a
What up,
photo
boner?
of
She's
her?
like the American sniper of snuggles. If that makes sense, which it
146
does.
confirmed snuggles
Yeah. That see, it's perfect. Makes sense.
during.
So
an
she looks
active
like
duty.
Bradley Cooper because I do that.
During Hurricane Katrina, she went down there and snuggled people. That's what the American Sniper guy claimed. Is he killed people during that? Apparently, this got way off topic.
Yeah,
That
it
jumped
did.
really dark.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So,
I was trying to
if
explain.
we could go back to the
Face-
snuggling, that'd be
Cuddling's
cool.
great.
No,
I mean, this is my thing.
how
is
snuggly is she
how
was
are
the
you
question,
not
damn it.
gonna pop a boner when cuddling with a lady? That's my opinion.
Is that a
Is it
thing
hard?
that
It would be
happens?
hard, right? It's hard.
Yeah,
Well, that's what a
no pun
boner
intended.
is.
Too late. It's all there, baby.
Pun intended.
It's all there.
But
It's almost like, you know how in some cultures
So
after
then-
you eat a meal and you burp, it's like, oh, that's nice. That means there's success.
Yeah.
Like, when you cuddle successfully with somebody, you show them that your warmth in your body meant so much to me that my little rocket went off. Like when I didn't, not
Little
really went
dingler?
off. My dingler went dong. Like it went, yeah.
went dong.
Yeah, my dingler went dong, and like that's just like a thank you. I'm just gonna put my I'm not gonna do anything like
thank
aggressive
you.
with
Thank
it.
you. It's
I'm
like
just
a little
gonna,
high five. Little
yeah, it's
good
like
job.
putting the dog in the bun. Like I don't want to do anything aggressive. I just want to.
You're not gonna eat it.
I
just
wanna,
gonna put it in there.
No. I just want to sell it on the street for a reasonable price. Like I don't want to eat
Your
it.
wiener?
Well, the wiener butt combination. You got to read into things, you know.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there it is.
I know what he's saying.
I'm confused.
It's like a thank you. Like I just need to politely rest my penis in the crevice of your cheeks.
I know,
and then
that's
go to bed
true.
and think of like space and whatever.
Well, I
it
feel
is
like
you
in that
think of.
scenario, people are naked, but she's
She's in her flannel pajamas.
right.
Yeah, you don't need. I mean,
She's in her flannel jams.
you don't need naked to get
There's
those
a
feelings.
little barrier. Well, okay, so then, but if she's big spoon most of the time, then it wouldn't really matter because your wiener's poking the other way.
Yeah, I mean that's the key. I think she has to be big spoon, right?
Yeah.
She has to be. I'm trying to get the article on my phone right now.
We'll kind of see how
Is
much
there a picture
money.
of her?
There is a picture of her.
I like snuggling with fat ladies. Is that a weird thing to say? Maybe.
No.
I think as a child, I had a daycare provider who was a very large lady, and she was just so loving and snuggling.
It's not,
so I
that's
think
not
it's
that
just,
weird. No.
Just cushy. Like Oprah, I would snuggle the shit.
Oh,
out of
dude,
Oprah.
she's
Oh
the
my
Kanye
God.
West of Chicago. I love Oprah.
Isn't Kanye West the Kanye West of Chicago?
And you figured out the riddle, Monica Nebbie. Ladies and gentlemen, Monica Nebbie.
I would way rather snuggle with Oprah than Kanye West.
That makes one of us, because I'd go Kanye.
You know,
You know, dinglers
I-
dogging
Yeah, I'd go
together.
Dingler date, yeah.
who would I snuggle with? Like, who's my ideal snuggle
So we have
partner?
Oprah for Monica, Kanye for David, and then Mike, go.
Khloe
Who would I
Kardashian.
That wouldn't be a bad snuggle.
I would snuggle with her.
Which
would
one's
snuggle.
Chloe, the dumpier one? I don't remember.
She's the one that was
She's the
married to
taller-
Lamar Odom. She's no longer married.
Oh,
to
the
him.
dumpier one. Yeah. Okay, cool.
She's a dumpy
We
one.
were trying to be nice.
Dumpier.
Dumpier.
She's,
There it is.
some people think she's not as cute.
She's fine. No, she's fine. She's making it.
I'd take her out
We're
on
all
a date
making it.
and then
I don't know what
cuddle
you
with
mean.
her
Fucking
without
Bruce is
boners.
making it, okay? We're all doing
I don't know what
just
that
fine.
means.
I would let her big spoon me. I'd let anyone big spoon me. Let's get real, you guys.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Like the smallest person you know, you would let them.
Yeah.
Jeremy Horn. You would
I'd
let
be like,
him.
Jeremy Horn, get on this back.
Sunlam, you'd let him.
I'm like, we go from piggyback to cuddling. I just fall over sideways.
trick you.
For all you listening, Jeremy
And he's just
Simple.
stuck.
Jeremy Horn is a comedian from Seattle, but he specializes in being a small man. In case
He's
he's
very
listening
buff,
or anyone,
though.
just to
He's
let him
a
know.
muscular
Yeah,
snuggler.
he's like a pit bull. It's pretty nice.
This
A pit bull snuggling.
situation.
Yeah. He's very sweet like
He's
a
the
pit bull
of
too.
snuggling.
Yeah, but
the
not like
But like the rapper Pitbull.
No, not
Who-
okay. Not none of that
do
bullshit.
they have that quiz? Which rapper of snuggling are you? I think we should make one. That's what
There's a lot of
if
thought
you
that
had
goes.
to
I am the
equate
Dre
your
of
snuggling
Ooh.
skills to a rapper, who would it be?
Golly, Drake, because it's soft and hard. Because of my boner that I pop.
Yeah.
The hard part, that's
I
where
get
that
it.
comes in. There it is. But it's soft, and then my
Just
big
little-
eyebrows
little
rub the
bit
back
hard.
of their neck. Because his eyebrows are
I would
ungodly.
say, who I would be. What rapper I would be? Do you know what rapper you would be, Monica?
I would
DMX.
just growling.
I would say DMX. Yeah, 'cause it's really loud and it's really intense. Like, "Ow, ow."
We're having a good
Just
time.
right before you fall asleep.
Yeah. You're barking your ear. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't have the headphones on for this because I know how loud that is.
But you're protecting yourself.
Oh yeah, you go to sleep. And then right when they're sleep, come on. Have you seen the video of him riding a
are
roller
you
coaster? It is the
DMX?
greatest thing. I've ever.
Yeah.
It's like, oh oh shit.
Every video of DMX that's not hip hop is beautiful. There's one where he just stops in a McDonald's to get a cup of ice because he already got booze in the whip. So and he finna get his drink on. So he just walks into the McDonald's with the film crew, and then he runs into like one of the touring friends, like producers or like back guys, like aunts there with her like family or her buddies like eating, and he's like, "Oh, look at this! We just walk into McDonald's and look who we see." Like any video of DMX just doing anything. There's one where
snuggling. Is there any of him snuggling? Because
I mean, hey, come on.
Let's
Good
send in
things
a
come
request.
to those who wait.
Dude,
There it is. Yeah.
My favorite video of DMX is him singing Rudolph
the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yeah.
Where he's like, Rudolph, come out, had a very shiny nose.
Was that the Hot 97 thing?
Yeah.
He's always on Hot 97. He's the
doing it.
fourth unofficial like
DJ of
yeah,
Hot
yeah.
97.
And every time he's on Hot 97, it's amazing. It's a great time.
Dude, when he snuggles, he's like, I've been doing this for 19 years. Fight me. Fight these tears.
And then he cries.
And he cries into you. And it's the most beautiful thing
He
in
is
the
a
world.
crier when he raps anyway.
does.
So I could imagine
He's so
him.
passionate. He'd be a very good cuddler.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about DMX for a
I
lot
think
longer.
DMX is my answer, by the way.
Oh yeah, we kind of circumvented. What did you say?
I didn't say anything. I think
Oh,
I'm
nice.
gonna go Nicki Minaj though.
You're Nicki Minaj?
Explain.
She just seems like she knows where you should be.
She's going to only cuddle your
Makes
butt.
sense? Yeah.
Nikki,
She's got big
I'm
boobs,
up here,
too.
Nikki.
It's the wacky voices and off-key singing that would throw me off. Like other than that, I'd be fine with it.
want to cuddle
She's-
now?
Well-
want to come over me right now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nikki.
It's like you're
Gosh.
cuddling with so many different people. Though,
Yeah.
You know? She's
Oh,
got,
okay, so it's
I'm
like-
is this Roman or his
So it's a
mom,
cuddle puddle. Yeah.
Barbara or whatever her name
It's
is?
a one people cuddle puddle.
Yeah.
It's fun to pronounce P words
great.
after one.
Oh, people
The
snuggle
Nicki
puddle.
Minaj of cuddling.
One person snuggle puddle.
One people snuggle puddle.
People snuggle puddle.
I'll take two.
Okay, there's one more thing to this. We get again, like I said, we get sidetracked. This is the thing that threw me off. Okay, so this thing happens for $40 an hour. There's also cuddle parties.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know about this.
I've
I be
had
the
those sneak
Beyonce
up
of
on me
cuddling?
before in public at a park
What?
before, where I just would be with friends, and then maybe a girl I was kind of seeing with. I'd be laying down with them, and then her buddy would kind of lay on her tummy, and then another one would come out of the woodworks and lay on my like crotchal area, and be like, "Okay, this is suspicious because there's 4 people cuddling, and now there's 2 more people here, and we're all just." And at the end of it, you're just cuddling on a Bob Marley tarp, and it's just like really.
A tarp?
Like yeah, they sell it's a college town because
a
tarps.
blanket?
No, they have those as well, and
Slip and
tapestries. No, but there's a lot of vomit.
Tapestries?
There's a lot of vomit in college town, so you have to remember that.
It's
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
It's
It's
like
something
dog
you
poop
can
in parks
just,
there.
It kind of is like dog. Yeah. You know, you can
There's a
slip
lot
on
of
it.
vom.
Well, you know, it's not as like healthy as dog poop. It's just But
Is dog
like
poop
I've been
healthy?
like tricked into cuddle puddles before, and that's where the accidental boner like makes or breaks you.
See, this is the thing. In these cuddle
Yeah.
parties I looked up, if you get a boner, you got to get up and walk
that's
out.
the
for a
that's
second.
Really?
exactly.
You got to go in like a timeout.
That's exactly
you
what
kinda gotta do.
happens. Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is tough
Well-
because I feel like ladies, you could be as turned on as you want to be, and no one's gonna know, right?
Well,
You look guilty for some reason. Explain that.
I just think if you're really turned on, somebody's probably gonna know. But it's
That's
not
true.
gonna poke them in the eye or anything weird.
They just slide.
It's not gonna poke him in the eye or
They
anything
just
weird.
kind of slide off my lap. I don't know.
How did this happen?
I don't know what happened.
It's hard.
Your boner's poking a hole in the wall. I don't know what happened.
This
I
is-
just stood up and walked towards the wall to go to timeout, and it penetrated. I'm sorry about your drywall. I can't do anything.
I can try.
Whose apartment is this?
This is gonna.
No, let me keep going with this penis joke, Monica. I know you have a thought.
No,
What were you gonna
it's
say?
gonna get too personal. I probably shouldn't.
No, go ahead. This is nice.
You guys are like turn around and there's a hole in my
I
wall.
don't know. I don't know how boners work because I've never had one. But
That is personal.
Uncontrollable.
when you, I know that. But can you sit still? Because it's not, when well, this is a personal thing. If I get too turned on, I can't sit still.
That's true.
So is it the same thing for
Yeah.
Yeah,
boners?
it's just funnier because like you're just standing straight, and you're relaxing,
Like, ha, ha,
while
ha,
one fraction of your body's losing their shit.
It's just like,
the rest is
"Come
like
on."
come on, dog, like shut up, like so, like your friend if he was talking in a movie theater and you're just kind of nudging them like knock it off, dog, the movie's on, like kind of thing. That's kind of what a boner
Your
is.
boner's the loud friend of the movie.
Yeah, it
theater.
basically is, and you just like, dude, chill, like shut up, and he's like, no,
And
I
he's
got
like, have
so-"
you
Yeah.
seen Prometheus?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, dog, you have no no chill, like, bruh.
I can't slow down.
Like, ugh.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So that's what boners like, Monica.
Okay. Well, I understand that. I'm just saying around other people, you know.
Hiding
If you were cuddling and you got a
there's a
boner,
lot of
would you be able to just sit there with a boner?
Yeah, I guess.
I could.
I think if I got super turned on, I don't think I could sit there. I would roll around.
I just watched the movie Adventureland this weekend, and there's a scene where he's in this pool with Kristen Stewart, and then she gets up to go, and he's like, I'm gonna wait here a little bit. And I'm like, that's definitely a common occurrence in your adolescence of
You
like,
just
I have a boner
boners
and
in
I'm
the
just
pool.
gonna chill here for a second and wait this out because you don't know when it's gonna go away.
I feel like my friends used to talk about, like, in PE when we were in, like, middle school, they'd just get boners all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it kind of happens in classes. You just gotta control it. You can't know. Classes on the bus.
Put it somewhere.
Yeah, during podcasts.
Table goes up.
That sounds like from
table
that sounds from experience. My drink is slanting off the table. Can you explain this, please?
Why is everything rolling off? Sorry, guys. We just started talking about DMX cuddling, and I got all
Cuddling
excited.
and
Do they have earthquakes out in Seattle? I don't know. 'Cause I felt like a rumble. What do you guys ever cuddle with recording artist Rick Ross? The 600-pound rap deity Rick Ross?
We would have to really.
For those out there who don't know.
There's just so much to cuddle.
We'd have to work out some, like, logistics so he wouldn't accidentally kill me. But yeah.
Well, what other way to die? Natural causes? Grow up.
Grow up.
Those are your two
Girl,
options.
grow up.
Natural causes in your sleep, or Rick
Ross
Ross rolls over on you and you die at 25.
I wish it was so like black and white. Oh, like his song Black and White.
It would be if we were cuddling you.
Oh, here's a website called the Snuggle Buddies.
Monica.
Off it, you guys.
Snuggle bus.
The SnuggleBuddies.com.
Oh.
And it's all these people
Dude,
holding
we
each
should make
other.
a snuggle bus.
Yeah, I'm on it.
All
driving
aboard the
it.
Snuggle Bus. Leave your awkward boners at the door. Can I tap my boner like an Orca card? I get on.
As long as we can stop for Taco
Does
Bell,
it turn
yeah.
off? Does it turn off when you do that?
Boop.
17 Crunchwrap Supremes and hurry, we're on a snuggle bus.
We need a stat.
I don't know what that means, sir.
It means I'm going to get gassy and I'm going to have to leave the Snuggle Bus in about 2 hours.
2 hours.
That's how long it takes Taco Bell to hit me, Monica.
That's pretty good.
It's nice to know yourself.
Yeah, it's good to know
Physically,
yourself.
mentally.
Physically, how I work. Guys, we're at 46 minutes. We have to do
Holy
the quiz.
shit.
Yeah, we're going fast.
It's been a lot of snuggle talk, which I appreciate.
Which is what I wanted.
I'm very
That's
glad
what
that we
I
talked
mean, this is
about
what I
it.
kind of want to do now. I want to have a topic and do one all.
Are there professional snugglers here?
Oh,
in
I'm
Seattle?
sure of it.
Who's the Phoenix Jones of snuggling?
Phoenix Jones.
Or
probably.
what's that cat? Is that his name?
The superhero?
The Seattle
Here's-
superhero?
Yeah, it
This
is Phoenix
website-
Jones. He probably knows her.
This website called Snuggle Buddies.
They all are in a secret society of
We're the Rain
Seattle
City Snuggle Crew.
Seattle Secret Society of random
See, this-
fucking people.
This website called Snuggle Buddies, or thesnugglebuddies.com. Like, it's here for you to find people to snuggle with.
Really?
So it's a snuggle finder?
It's a
That's
snuggle
So you're
finder.
only
Okay.
But
looking
you can
for...
hire. There's
However,
job openings.
so
Hell.
I've been tricked before
Oh my
with this
god!
whole,
can I
hey, do you just want to come snuggle thing?
Can I please read you the
Bullshit.
can I-
That's not what
How
they
have
want.
you been tricked
my
before?
God.
Elaborate.
Not via online. I'm saying someone has been, hey, I just want to snuggle. You want to come sleep over? And then we end up having sex.
Well, duh. I mean, not
That's
duh.
what I'm saying. So what if these websites doing the same thing?
Guys,
Not having sex with random
Guys, can
people.
I please read the job requirements
Go-
to
yeah,
become
go
a
ahead.
snuggler? Requirements. Must be accepting of both male and female clients. 99% of clients are male.
Of course.
Must be accepting of all races, because you can't be a racist snuggler.
Don't be a racist snuggler.
Must be accepting of
Everyone
all.
feels the same with your eyes closed.
Must be.
Wow, that's sad. I can't even laugh at that. But go on, Mike.
Wow. Must be.
Beautiful.
Must
Sure.
Almost as beautiful as people being a resource in the Midwest.
Way to bring it around, Monica.
Good work.
Thank you.
Must be accepting. Must be accepting of all age of clients, as most are over 50. So just a bunch of 50-plus men.
50-year-old
When did this
dudes.
become like a snuggling application and then like a
A sad what the job
no,
really
like
is.
an old folks home, like kind of like
That's your
like
job.
Must be reliable.
Yeah.
Must be willing to host bingo on Sundays.
Must be okay with death. It could happen at any moment.
But here's the thing.
Dude, what if that happened? Oh my
Snuggled to
God.
death,
You
then
snuggle someone to death?
No, what if they just died? Like
You know what
normally,
happened? You know
our
what happened?
minds are in the same.
You know what? You know what I would-
not
you know what I'd
you
do?
snuggled them, but what if
I
they were
would
just
have
old
it-
as fuck and
I
they
would
died?
have it on my phone.
Squeeze them into dust.
So if they died, I wouldn't freak out, and I just grab my phone and be like, "I just died in your arms." That would just start
Oh my
playing.
God!
That
That'd be
is
amazing,
all
right?
you wanted.
YouTube sensation
Must
Mike
have been
Coletta.
something to say.
Who
I just
has
want
a boner at that point, though? You.
Oh,
or
I would always.
him?
I mean, I always get a kill boner. So
A KB.
You always use something. Well, every other time some old dude has died while we were snuggling, definitely had a boner.
oh, our moms listen to this podcast. That's the worst.
Very sad.
Love you,
I'm
mommy.
So sorry.
Love you, mom.
Love you too, Pan.
Okay, here we go. Job details. $40 an hour compensation.
Holy potatoes! That's a lot of scratch.
I would hold a 70-year-old man for an hour
So,
for $40.
so the chick in New York, though.
I don't care.
I would hold 40-year-old man for $70. like
I would hold 40 men for $70.
What's her name in New York charged more than that? Does that mean she's better than this?
I think that just means that's like
she's top
Just
of
the
the
New York standard
she's
of
like-
living.
She's the
type of
Kanye
thing?
West
like-
of snuggle game.
Like we're looking at the
Sit down,
IKEA of
T-Swift.
snuggling right now. This is the IKEA.
Oh,
of
this is
snuggling.
IKEA. You got to put it together yourself.
Yeah, the hug. You win.
Thank you.
You are also paid to travel $15 an hour directly from the client.
You have to go.
5 to 15 hours per week with completely flexible hours based on when you are free to work for female snugglers. Male snugglers rarely ever get any hours.
Whoa!
Oh,
What if
it's
they have long,
so
beautiful hair?
funny.
I don't know. I think you should be able to snuggle
Yeah.
people.
I have long, beautiful hair. You can't see that on your
I'll grow my
podcast.
hair. I'll grow my
Everyone
hair out to
feels the
snuggle with a
same when your
6-year-old
eyes are
man.
closed.
There, you said it for the
Like,
second
this
time
girl
now.
has a mustache. I don't know why, but that's fine.
But he smells like vanilla. I always smell like vanilla. Go
That's
on,
good.
smell me. It's okay, Monica.
No, that doesn't smell like vanilla at all.
Oh, because my hair was in the way. And that smells like a coconut perfection.
Dude, says safety. This safety section says a lot of our clients need a hug. Some snugglers carry mace as a personal defense weapon.
Oh my god!
Like Mace
how did
the
they
Rapper?
scream?
Like Mace the Rapper. Like, so he has work. He's okay. I
Kanye.
don't have to stop worrying about Mace, okay? Because Bad
Who's
Boy
hot?
makes
Who's
me...
not?
Oh, who's off the float? Yeah.
DMX brings Mace with him to snuggle. Is that what?
I like when he reminds that.
Who's hot? Who's not? And you're just sandwiched between two men.
And Mace is like, "Don't fucking try anything."
Bad Boy! Made me feel so good!
Yeah, how do they screen the people that are like actually going to get snuggled? What if they're crazy?
I don't mean that's the thing is you don't know. That's why it's a dangerous thing.
I don't know if I can be a snuggler. I don't know why I'm really considering this now that you're reading it.
Monica,
You were
Sure.
considering this
Monica,
the whole
I
time?
was.
You're
Yeah.
not supposed
Oh, golly.
to be a snuggler if you're the one that needs a hug.
Yeah.
It's true. Can I get some
Prioritize your
snuggles?
snuggle priorities.
But what if the snuggler's crazy too? I just can't. You can't even trust anybody with your snuggles anymore.
Dude,
Snuggle game hard.
Who do I trust? Me.
dude, I don't.
You're just
I
reading
don't
stuff
know.
now. Come on.
I'm actually speed taking this quiz because
Oh.
we got to take the quiz right now.
Quiz.
And I'm actually just going to take the quiz along with David. I'm going to have two windows open of it. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you
Are
people.
you
I
gonna
don't
be
know
able
what
to
you're
do it?
talking about, but that's okay.
We
I'm
always
cool.
do a stupid internet quiz to end the podcast.
it's fun.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so this stupid internet quiz is which live action Batman are you out of all the live action Batmans? So the first question is, what do you seek, David? Do you seek
Vengeance. Next question.
There are multiple choices.
to find someone to settle down with, a life outside of my current routine, a meaning or given purpose in life, vivid imagination, whatever happens?
Vivid imagination.
Vivid imagination.
I
love
can't
that.
sleep at night sometimes because of my imagination.
I put a life outside of my current routine.
Do you imagine that someone's snuggling you?
No, never.
Never.
I think of a better world.
What did you choose, Monica? Monica,
don't know.
slowing it down.
Giving me a rash right now.
Now slowing down on Monica.
A meaning or
Monica, wait for a second.
This is where people shut it off. Or they turned it up.
or you guys just got louder. That's not them turning it up.
Vivid imagination. What did you choose?
I don't even remember.
Oh, you moved on already?
Yeah.
How do you feel about your city? It grows on you. It's dirty. It never sleeps. Kind of groovy. It's too dark for me.
Those aren't good choices at
Yeah,
all.
none of those were good.
I love my city, and I still to this day consider
So it's
Chicago
kind of
my
groovy?
city. Kind of. It's groovy as hell. Wait, what are they again?
Yeah, that
It
was
grows
the best
on you. It's
answer.
dirty. It never sleeps. Kind
Never
of groovy.
sleeps. I like never sleeps.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
It
because
is
I don't
good.
sleep, so we're very similar.
I put kind of groovy.
Hmm.
I don't really know what that means.
How did
Only
you?
kinda.
What did you?
That's
put?
all I had.
You got more.
How do you feel about a sidekick? I'll never know the benefits of one. I'd rather work alone. They're family. I'm hesitant on the idea. They're essential.
I'd rather work alone. I used to have a 50-year-old Colombian sidekick, but I miss him. But to this day, I've learned to grow. So I'd rather work alone. His name's Frondu, and he ran for mayor in Madison, Wisconsin. Another plug.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good for you, Frondu.
I hope people voted for Frondu.
Frondu. Guys, vote for Frondu.
He's an amazing man. He actually, when my grandmother was dying in
So
Chicago,
why didn't you pick their family?
he drove me to Chicago to see my dying grandmother. So I have I have the most respect for this guy.
What a sweet
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah, beautiful man.
Hey, who is your arch rival, David? The Penguin, the Joker,
Jesus.
Mr. Freeze, the Riddler, or Egghead?
Jesus
Who the fuck
isn't
is
on there.
Egghead?
Jesus isn't on there. I don't
No,
know. Jesus is an old villain. I mean, Jesus?
he's
Jesus is an old
he's
villain.
the oldest villain.
He's like the oldest villain. I was just about to yell that in his voice, but yeah,
Do
he
it
is.
again.
He's like the oldest villain.
Nope.
All right, whatever.
was
I'm
gonna
gonna
give it to you,
choose.
but that was
I'm
not-
gonna choose Joker because he's classic.
I am gonna choose the Penguin because he scared the shit out of me as a
He's
kid.
scary. In that movie.
I'm choosing Joker because he's the gamut of good and evil that you can't have him without Batman because they are secretly in love with each other, and that's a weird theory that I have and I will always have.
Who did you pick?
The Joker. The
Oh,
Joker
okay.
and the Batman are intimately involved.
That's
I
true.
can see that.
You can call it gay. You can call it whatever on surface, like
No one
whatever.
said
is
that. I
Stupid.
don't know why you're
Yeah,
doing
I'm just saying, like for anyone listening out there, like, oh, that sounds gay. It's like maybe like that. You're ignorant. Like they need each other, like physically, mentally, and emotionally.
That was beautiful.
They
That
can't
is-
have one without the other.
That's
It's
true.
the gamut of life, really. It's good and evil.
Get David.
Yes.
Pick your ideal Batmobile. Which one
Okay.
do you like? We have the
Is there a
classic.
Saturn?
We have we have the classic.
Those aren't
We have the
Saturns.
Tumbler. We have the classic Batmobile, Batman Forever Batmobile, Batman Returns Batmobile, and then the old '60s one.
Probably the old 60 ones because that'll fit in a drive-through.
Yeah.
And I love Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme. Get one today, America.
I'm gonna choose the.
That's a plug.
We're sponsored by
Batman
Taco
Forever
Bell Crunchwrap Supremes.
You are now.
What do you do in your spare time, David? Do you catch up on alone time? Go to events when you can? Keep busy with work? Help the neighborhood? Go on dates? Definitely not choosing go on dates.
Don't look at
Why would you say that?
I'm not going on dates.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
it. Why would you say that?
I thought you said
Why is
answer.
it
I thought you
snuggle
said
with
answer
random
for me.
people?
Catch up on alone time. That's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
I
I hope they all get the same Batman.
What's the other one? Is there one going to show?
Catch up on alone time. Go to events.
Going
when you
to
can.
show?
I always go to events.
Or what about? Well, I said keep busy with work because when I'm not working, I'm working.
I go to events. I like to support the arts
Oh,
because
that
I'm
is
physically
nice.
active, and as we all are, or the three of us are.
I'm not
yeah.
physically active.
Well, that's those are demons you need to slay. Like
What other comic book character are you a
Joker.
fan of? Spawn, Superman, Captain America, Spider-Man, or Iron Man?
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I love
Man.
Spider-Man.
Don't choose Captain America. We all are different.
Oh, I used to be really, really into Spider-Man.
Do
I
you
still
like
am.
to go out at night? Of course. Sometimes. Not my thing, really.
Of course.
Of course.
We
Of
can
course.
sleep through the week.
And how would people how would you people describe you? That's weird. How would people describe you?
How would you people describe?
Brooding, happy, helpful, quiet, complicated.
Ethnic, for sure. Oh, wait, I got to pick one. Sorry.
Can I write in
Brooding,
ethnic?
happy, helpful, quiet, complicated.
Happy.
Happy.
Because that's what they
I'm
say.
gonna say helpful.
I guess
I'm happy.
quiet.
You got quiet?
Speak up. What would you say?
Didn't get it.
Dude, can I tell you who I am?
Oh my God!
Who are you?
Oh, you got the best of all Batman.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I'm going to say...
Yeah, I did. I never heard
Monica,
you.
who are you?
Michael Keaton Batman.
Oh, read it. What does it say?
Read it.
You don't like to say much and find yourself hidden in the shadows a lot, but people respect you.
You know who I got?
People respect the shit out of you. It's great.
You
Thanks,
know-
buddy.
You know who I got? I got fucking Val Kilmer Batman.
Oh no!
You're someone that doesn't get the credit that is due to you as well. Often overlooked, you are someone that gives it your all despite the odds and pressure against you. I'm a sad Batman.
You have a wide face, Batman.
You know who you are, David?
Who am I? Who am I?
You're also Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah! Let's get married. I'm proposing you right now. Say I do.
No,
No!
You can't say no on this podcast. It means everything.
that never happened.
Monica, marry me.
Nope.
Like now.
There's like a big line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm the
waiting
one
out
that-
for Michael Keaton. I would totally marry him. Sorry.
Michael Keaton?
Oh, dang.
Birdman?
Yeah,
How do you
that's a
think
good
he
movie. Did you
snuggles?
see
We
that?
don't have to have
It's a
sex
great
just,
movie.
just to spend my money.
Okay.
Okay. done.
I'm currently never mind.
Hey, just spend my...
Are you currently spending another man's money?
He keeps spending his own. It's not my fault.
Boom,
I
this got
love-
personal. Hey, Monica, can you do the charity? We have like 1 minute left.
Oh, yeah,
Less than
yeah,
a
yeah.
minute.
Oh, gosh.
It's okay. We're fine.
Do you have no? We got
What's
it.
going on?
Well, first of all, come to our benefit show for the YMCA on
Yeah.
YMCA,
11th or
benefit show.
12th, whatever it is, Comedy Underground. But also, I have charity, and I know they do this program in a lot of other places because it started in Oregon, but it's called Packs for Kids. And what it is on Thursday nights, we pack a bag for families that don't have a lot of money. Usually the kids have free or reduced lunch at school, and so then on the weekends they don't have food, so we pack them food to take home for the weekend. And I know in Seattle the University Food Bank is where I do my program through, so you can donate to them or look at your local food bank. I
Do
guess
they have a
probably
website?
do. Not the Packs for Kids program,
It
but
is-
if you go to the food bank websites,
Yeah,
then they
I'm
have
gonna,
like a section on
I'm
it.
going to make a link to it, but it's the udistrictfoodbank.org, and it's Packs for Kids.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice work.
So, yeah.
That's awesome,
you.
man.
So
that's
a
really
great
cool.
charity. I'm really happy about it. This episode flew by. Thank you so much for being on the show.
No,
Dave.
thanks for having me. I didn't know what I was getting into, but
It's
it's just hanging
fun.
out.
It's fun. It's hanging out. We
I'm
just
my
talk
fifth
about,
into my
Talking
sixth
about-
pack.
talking about
I'm my
stuff.
fifth beer into my
Talking
sixth
about-
pack. That's what
talking
I
about
meant.
The best rappers to snuggle with. Just doing that. We kind of did our
Yeah,
own quiz.
we
What was
really
the
did,
best
yeah.
rapper to snuggle with? That's my favorite thing in
DMX
the world.
wins.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. I'm Mike Coletta.
I'm Monica Devi.
And this is David Leone. And you
Thanks
guys,
again,
are
guys.
great.
You're
and don't
great
forget
hug bugs.
to bust your dingler on the way out. Have a good night.
Gross.
Bye.